Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that every guy has likely wondered about at some point: how to tell when a girl is genuinely interested in you. We've all been in those tricky situations where we're unsure if a girl likes us or if we're just reading too much into things. It can get confusing, right? The truth is, women often give off subtle signals of attraction. These signals are usually there, but the tricky part is that they can be so understated or nuanced that they might slip right past you, especially if you don't know what to look for. That's where this video comes in. I'm going to break down 5 key signs that a girl is into you. These aren't random signs or vague guesses. They're patterns of behavior that many women display when they're attracted to someone. Now, it's crucial to remember that every woman is different. These signs aren't a one-size-fits-all solution. Just because one girl doesn't exhibit these behaviors doesn't mean she isn't interested. But generally speaking, these cues are common indicators that can give you a clearer picture of her feelings. By the end of this video, you'll be much better equipped to spot when a girl is interested in you. Trust me, recognizing these cues can make your interactions and relationships far less stressful. We're going to cover a range of signals, from body language and eye contact to emotional reactions. Women often express their attraction in subtle, indirect ways that aren't always immediately obvious. But by the time we're done, you'll be more confident in recognizing them. By understanding these behaviors, you'll find yourself feeling much more at ease in social settings. Whether you're meeting someone for the first time or you've been hanging out with a girl for a while, knowing how to read these signs will allow you to approach things with clarity. So, without further ado, let's jump into the 5 key signs that will help you figure out when a girl is genuinely into you. Who knows? These insights might change not only how you see things, but also how women see you. 1. The focused look. The first sign that a girl might be interested in you is her focused look. This is one of the most subtle but powerful cues you can pick up on. When a girl finds someone attractive, she doesn't just glance at you and look away like she might with anyone else. Instead, her gaze lingers a little longer than usual. It's not just a casual passing glance. It's intentional, and it might last for a few extra seconds. This can be a subconscious action on her part. She might not even realize she's doing it, but her eyes will give her away. There's an intensity or curiosity behind her gaze that sets it apart from the way she looks at others. For example, imagine you walk into a room like a coffee shop or a party. You're not necessarily focused on anyone around you, but out of the corner of your eye, you catch a girl staring at you. She doesn't immediately look away. Instead, her eyes meet yours, and she holds that gaze just a little longer. Even if she breaks eye contact for a moment, you might catch her sneaking another look your way. It's usually accompanied by a subtle smile or an expression that suggests she's intrigued by you. This prolonged eye contact is her way of communicating interest without having to say a word. Pro tip: when you enter a room, resist the temptation to scan for potential dates or people who might catch your eye right away. Walk in with confidence, focusing on something else, like ordering a drink or finding a place to sit. This act of composure radiates self-assurance, which is an attractive trait in itself. Women are naturally drawn to men who appear confident and in control. By not immediately looking around, you send a message that you're secure in yourself and not overly eager. Only after you've settled should you begin to notice who might be paying attention to you. If you notice a girl glancing at you for more than 5 seconds and she looks away only to glance back again later, this is a strong sign she's interested. It's a natural, involuntary response. When we find someone attractive, our eyes are drawn to them, often without us realizing it. However, don't jump to conclusions just yet. It's essential to combine this with other signs before assuming she's attracted. The focused look is a great start, but you'll want to look for additional cues to gain a clearer picture of her feelings. 2. The downward glance. Next up is the downward glance, which is another subtle yet powerful indicator of attraction. After making eye contact, if a girl briefly looks down, it's not just a random action. This can be a signal that she's feeling vulnerable, intrigued, or interested in you. This gesture often stems from a subconscious mix of shyness, attraction, and a desire to show openness. When she glances downward after locking eyes with you, she's not just breaking eye contact. She's signaling that she's receptive to your attention. In many social dynamics, the act of looking down can be seen as a form of submission or respect. In romantic settings, it's a way for a woman to show that she's intrigued by you and might be waiting for you to make the next move. She's essentially giving you an unspoken invitation to approach her, to start a conversation, or to deepen the connection. It's her way of subtly signaling that she's open to interacting further, but she might be waiting for you to take the lead. For example, imagine you're at a party, casually mingling with people. You catch a girl's eye from across the room. You hold that eye contact for a brief moment, but then she glances down before looking back at you. That downward glance is not just a coincidence. It's a subtle invitation for you to approach her. She's letting you know she's intrigued, but she's doing so in a way that's indirect and understated. It's an opportunity wrapped in subtlety, encouraging you to remain calm and confident and take the next step in initiating a conversation. In moments like these, your composure is key. Don't rush, overthink, or hesitate. The key is to approach her with confidence, understanding that her downward glance was a sign of interest, not rejection. By responding with calmness and self-assurance, you significantly increase your chances of making a genuine connection. 3. Emotional reactions. When a girl is genuinely interested in someone, her emotions tend to become more expressive and animated. These emotional reactions are often an unconscious way to catch your attention and subtly communicate her attraction. One of the clearest emotional cues is laughter. If a girl is laughing more frequently than usual, especially at things you say that aren't particularly funny, this is a strong sign that she's enjoying your company. Her laughter might seem exaggerated or more enthusiastic than what the situation calls for. This is because, when attracted to someone, women often amplify their emotional expressions to keep the interaction positive and light-hearted. Beyond laughter, another subtle but telling emotional reaction is a change in her voice. Studies have shown that when women are attracted to someone, they may unconsciously raise the pitch of their voice. This subtle shift in tone is part of her emotional expression, signaling heightened energy and interest in you. If you notice her speaking in a slightly higher pitch when she's engaging with you compared to others, it's worth noting as a possible sign of attraction. In addition to vocal cues, small physical movements can also provide insights into her emotional state. For example, she might fidget, play with her hair, or shift her posture more frequently when you're around. These movements are often unconscious and can signal nervous energy or excitement, both of which point to her attraction. It's her body's way of channeling the emotional intensity she feels during your interaction. Eye contact plays a key role here as well. If she glances at you while laughing or speaking, especially in a group setting, this is a strong indication that her emotional reactions are directed toward you. These quick looks or gazes show that she's seeking validation or connection through your response. By paying attention to these emotional cues, you can better gauge her level of interest and respond in ways that strengthen the connection. 5. Engaging in conversation. When a girl is genuinely interested in someone, she won't just sit back and let the conversation fizzle out. Instead, she'll make an active effort to keep the conversation going. This goes beyond simply giving you polite responses. If she's into you, she'll ask thoughtful questions about your opinions, interests, and experiences. This signals that she genuinely wants to get to know you better. Women who are interested will often steer the conversation toward topics that allow you to open up and share more about yourself. She'll take an active role in ensuring that the dialogue doesn't feel one-sided. If she's asking about your hobbies, your plans for the weekend, or even teasing you playfully, it's a good sign that she enjoys the interaction and wants it to continue. Pay attention to her body language while she's talking. If she's leaning in slightly, nodding, or making good eye contact, these are additional signs that she's engaged in the conversation and interested in what you're saying. In contrast, If her responses are short, she seems distracted, or she's frequently checking her phone, it could be a sign that she's not as invested in the conversation or in you. A girl who's genuinely interested in you will try to make the conversation lively and engaging. She'll also drop hints or open up about herself, hoping that you'll reciprocate with your thoughts and stories. This kind of back-and-forth conversation is a clear indicator that she's enjoying your company and wants to deepen the connection. To wrap things up, let's quickly recap the 5 key signs that a girl may be attracted to you. 1. The focused look. She holds her gaze on you for a little longer than usual, signaling interest and intrigue. 2. The downward glance. After making eye contact, she glances downward, showing a mix of vulnerability and attraction. 3. Emotional reactions. Laughter, voice changes, and subtle physical movements like fidgeting are strong indicators of her attraction. 4. Lower body movements. Subconscious leg crossing, seat shifting, or fidgeting can signal that she's feeling attracted and excited. 5. Engaging in conversation. She actively keeps the conversation going, asks thoughtful questions, and wants to know more about you. Remember, while these signs are often reliable, they're not guaranteed. Attraction can manifest differently in different people. It's important to observe her overall behavior and not jump to conclusions based on one sign alone. The key is to stay confident, be yourself, and keep an eye out for these subtle but meaningful cues. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button and leave a comment below with your thoughts. I'd love to hear your stories or questions, and until next time, stay confident, stay aware, and take care.